The country is sitting on billions of dollars of oil revenues, but there is a breakdown. 2006 demonstrated with the riots, the killings of East Timorese people. Timor is on the brink of that happening again. If we are to help the East Timorese, it comes back to this question again of the trade union involvement. You can put all your effort in, but if no one is recognising the trade unions, then we're in trouble.
The union kicked off with 5 members back in 2003 and now has 440 members in the maritime and transport sector. The project has continued on since that time, now almost 6 years. It's developed from strength to strength, but there's still a long, long way to go.
I'm here, in effect, representing the task force group on a worldwide basis, but in effect supporting the efforts of the MUA with regards to their development of the Timorese project.
Our friendship between the UMTTL and the Maritime Union of Australia has been a long one, and we want to see that friendship continue for many, many years. This message stick, which is used by the Aboriginals to send a message from one tribe to another tribe, a message of goodwill. So this is our goodwill to your union. Thank you, comrades. Viva, viva.
Obrigado, viva.
On behalf of my colleague Mick Killick and myself and other unions in Australia, we are going to work now very hard to try and make these plans come true and find employment and training for Timorese workers in their natural oil and gas sector.
We're looking at a country that's developing, it's really starting from nothing like East Timor. Training is the building blocks to getting people ready to have those jobs and getting people into those jobs and getting people that are not just doing the kind of service and maintenance but working their way up the ladder. I mean, in the offshore sector, for example, it's only going to get bigger and bigger there.
Fraternal greetings from New Zealand, from our General Secretary Trevor Hansen.
At the
end of the day, it's about helping out, and it's about assisting and trying to get in there. But if we can bring some of the East Timorians down to New Zealand and engage them into the seafarers and give them training on the docks, all those sorts of things, that's what we need to do. Enough's enough. People can talk the talk, but now it's time to walk the walk.
It's very heartwarming to hear a minister come down here and speak the way he did, supporting the workers, the countrymen of his country, and actually supporting trade unionism.
We should not be concerned, even if we train and you do not find a job, but if you are a welder or an electrician, once you are qualified for a petroleum level, you will do great jobs in other industries in the country. So there's nothing to lose. But the third one is about a task force with the stakeholders.
If we're looking at the trade union development side, it's the international trade union movement that is funding the development of the transport union. If we're looking at how we get all the stakeholders together, that obviously has to be driven by the government. The costs should be borne where they can best be afforded, and that should be the oil industry companies. We need also to ensure that we remain completely independent as a trade union movement within that process. So that means that we have to also contribute in terms of resources, in terms of coordination of the trade union movement within the task force.
The total membership that UMTTL have now, that registered in the office, is 440. Member dues actually is $1 a month per member for permanent workers. And then we have members in the casual workers, so there is 50 cents per month for the casual workers. But until now, it's about 150% is actively paying member dues.
We know that you are very short of fundings. We understood that Paulino's motorcycle is out of function, or at least getting old, so we made a decision to buy a new one. So we will do that today. We got all the documents for the motorbike here, and I would like to hand it over now to Paulina.
I think we've got to raise the question, is oil and gas a blessing or a curse? We have to recognize that in places like Nigeria and other parts of the world, there is no doubt that oil and gas is a curse. We have to also ask the question, all of the NGOs, all of the governments who have placed themselves in East Timor, is that about helping the East Timorese people or ensuring their resources for the future? And I think that one thing about the trade unions in East Timor, they've recognized that they have to get in on the ground now, recognizing the failures of the rest of the world where oil companies have gone in and stripped out the resources and left nothing behind. And I think that's key. I think the leadership of the trade union movement in Timor, along with the membership of the Offshore Task Force, will testify that unless we're there in on the ground, that's what will happen in Timor. So we will monitor the situation over the next few years, and we'll see where it goes.
Thanks. Our members from overseas, they have been shown their solidarity, not just their presence, but during the two days, they've been doing some things that are very important for our trade union movement in East Timor. Thank you very much, and we hope a pleasant flight, present trip back to your home country.
Viva Timor-Leste! Viva! Viva Timor-Leste! Viva! Viva Timor-Leste!
Viva! Thank you. Goodbye, my friend. I'll see you again next time. Okay? You take care, buddy. Good man.
The government are now committed to the establishment of a task force that we have been calling for many, many years to examine what sort of things need to be done to create jobs and employment for Timorese workers, particularly seafarers and oil and gas industry workers for Timorese. The government has acknowledged now that ConocoPhillips has not played with a square bat in regards to providing meaningful employment for Timorese workers. I think that's going to change, and it will change as a result of the work that we, the Maritime Union of Australia, the ITF and affiliated unions to the ITF, even Indonesian, the KPI, has played a significant role in that area.